And the Warriors waxed the Thunder on Saturday, beating them by 32 points. Good Lord.
You ruined my Saturday.
However, the story everyone's talking about is Zaza falling on Russell Westbrook. After the game, Westbrook and Paul George called out Zaza for his antics. Yesterday, KD came to his defense. Listen to this.
Don't ask me dumb questions, man. Obviously, it was intentional. So don't ask me, was it intentional? Nobody touched me, fell over my leg, tried to hurt me, you know. But hey, that's how I go.
You know Zaza, you know his history, and you know nobody pushed him. Nobody, he aimed where he was going to fall. That's Zaza making a Zaza play. He's on the end of hurting a lot of guys.
He is clumsy. Don't get me wrong, a lot of big guys are. But I watched the tape. I seen Nick's foot get caught up in Zaza's leg and might have tripped him up a bit. I don't think he's kind of hurt Russ.
LZ, you think Zaza is dirty or just clumsy? That looks like a dirty face.
KD, listening to him defend his teammate as he should, reminds me of my son when he's caught doing something wrong and he's trying to come up with a reason why it was happening. He's like, well, the thing kind of happened.
He did kind of look off to the up. He looked up, like body language.
Because he remembers last year when Zaza fell on him. Remember that? And then KD was like, dog, we were teammates. still going down. Right.
Here's the thing. Can I get a camera? Which one is my camera?
Can you get a camera?
Right here. Right
here.
Okay,
there it is.
Adam Silver has done a lot of really good things, really smart things. I want you to keep in that trend. Suspend that man. Suspend him before he really hurts someone, much more than what he has in terms of dealing with Kawhi Leonard, who we've only seen for 9 games this season. This time he's going after the MVP. What are you going to do? Wait till the playoffs and he faces James Harden and takes James Harden out? We know he didn't trip on accident. It was on purpose. He's a dirty player. There's no room in the league for it. Suspend him, Adam Silver, please.
Whew, this is like.
How you gonna say please? You got fire on the screen. You can't say please. You can't end it with a please.
I'm ending with a please.
End it with a force. You got fire on the screen.
If I had force, I would just say your suspending is already done. I'm asking someone to do something for the sake of the league. We're talking about the MVP being mistreated that way. He aimed for him. Look at this. There is no trip. He aimed to try to hurt him.
That is so good. That's how I wrestle with my son. I'm like, I'm gonna land on you, but not really land on you. This is the accident on purpose. These are the two friends walking down the high school walkway, and one of you kicks the other ones and tries to play it off. This is Blake Griffin Blaking with the water. This is all that. Why is this different?
Because no one's career is going to end if you actually throw some water on
it. He did hurt his knee, kind of. You saw it.
Yeah. Well, I'm not saying that the result are going to be different because they're all different in result. I'm saying what his intentions are. You can't legislate against it. Think about it. If you're on the other side, which I am as well, that's a dirty play. Now prove it. Because I'm doing it in the momentum, in the effort of a basketball play. You're going to tell me definitively that I did not get tripped?
Man, stop.
I mean, look,
I'm just telling you, it happens in all sports all the time.
Look,
your hand was there.
Zaza is dirty until proven clumsy, okay? Like, he's dirty until proven clumsy. And I think if you go looking for it, and oh, God, I'm going to get killed for this.
Go.
I think Nick's foot did get him. I think he did kind of, like, if you watch that replay, like, really, you have to look for it, though. Like, you have to look. Like, I saw Tim Kawakami, who writes for The Athletic. He was the first guy who said, if you look at it again, look at Nick's feet. It's a bad angle, so like on the back, so you really can't see it until the backside. And like, Zaza's got this big head, like center of gravity is just off.
He did aim his landing.
Look at his foot.
He aimed his landing.
It's kind of tied up in Nick Young's foot down there.
I play basketball all the time. I just played yesterday, and there's a phrase on the basketball court. KYP, know your personnel. I could see if this was somebody other than Zaza, but there's a long documented history of him doing things like that, including against Westbrook. I do believe we have some video to show people.
Okay, dude. He stood over him.
Yes.
So if you look at here, did he just accidentally stand over him, or did he stand over him on purpose?
Well, how are you going to connect those two?
Definitely, like, stood over him.
You're not going to connect the two?
Look at his elbow. He aimed his elbow at his head.
And you legislate that play. And I know one thing from not playing basketball all the time. Call your fouls. And guess what? In that moment, you legislate that moment. In that moment, you show it.
What about against Paul George? Can we show the clip against Paul George?
Oh, yeah. I know you got a lot of evidence.
KYP, baby. Know your personnel. Do you really feel as if Zaza is so clumsy, Come on now. Look at him falling back and trying to take out.
And you know why? And I'm just trying to give you the
You think he
rationale.
knew Paul George was behind him? Like he's gonna fall?
Yeah,
like
oh
that?
yeah, he knows he's there.
He knows he's there.
I've been there. I'm just trying to give y'all the rationale why he won't get suspended for these individual acts. It's because he's doing it in the effort of playing basketball.
Did you
When
forget-
I saw a quarterback's hand just on the ground trying to get up, and in mid stride, I decided to change the angle of my foot landing onto his hand.
Did you?
So you're a
like
dirty
that?
player.
Whatever you
Dirty
want to
like
call
that?
me, I've done that before. Momo, stop it. Don't say you never
And do you-
bordered the
We
line.
Do you
didn't
remember what
that.
happened to
We
Kawhi
didn't do
Leonard?
that.
Should we show again what happened to Kawhi Leonard?
Oh, I don't know if we
mean,
can take
got
this.
another
This
one.
is
Here we go.
sad.
Now you try.
yeah.
Like seriously.
Yeah.
KYP,
He's
know
dirty.
your personnel. He's a dirty player.
But they changed. Look,
and he's
this
taking
one.
out. He's not taking out bombs. Paul George, Westbrook.
Well, if I'm in the
Kawhi
league, I
Leonard.
don't care who I
mean,
am.
Come on.
Respect me.
Seriously.
But here's the thing: they made the Zaza rule because of that. So that was a step forward. They made the Zaza rule.
Here.
Maybe there'll be another Zaza rule.
Let's take 2 steps forward. Suspend that dude. Send a message to him and others that while you can be an enforcer, we can't have you taking guys out and possibly ending their career.
Well, look, he's in Draymond Green territory from a couple years ago. Remember when Draymond was kicking everybody in the nuts, right? Like that.
He said that on TV?
Okay.
I think so.
All right,
You just did, all right.
You got away with it.
Me
All
too.
right. That's love.
Like, when Draymond did that, like,
Yeah.
you know, that happened 3 or 4 times.
Yeah.
So by the 3rd time, you can't just say, "Oh, I'm sorry, I flailed."
You're right.
Like you can't do that 3 times in a row. If
Yeah,
it
but-
happens 3 times, you can't, you know.
But he got away with it a few times because of what I'm saying, and that's the rationale. He's going to continue to do things
But
on
Marcellus,
purpose, accidentally.
And Momo, do you find it curious though? He's always clumsy around dudes who can't kick his ass either.
Yeah.
I've never seen him get clumsy around
Draymond?
some big dude who could take him out. It's
Steven
always
Adams?
some skinny dude or some.
Steven Adams?
LZ.
What?
I take a little exception to what you just said. Basically, you saying big dudes could fight, little dudes can't. You got that wrong.
I'm
'Cause,
just
hey, look,
saying.
if he
No,
do
no,
that,
no.
doing that to Westbrook, I think I'm taking
saying-
Westbrook in that fight.
Yeah, me too.
I'm saying
You ain't taking Westbrook in
I
that
don't
fight?
see Zaza doing this to dudes. Like he's been in the league a long time. Where's the clip of him and David West?
Oh, there probably are clips.
They're teammates. Leave him alone.
No, they haven't always
I
been
know, that's
teammates.
real.
You know what I'm saying?
when he's in there with big guys, like it doesn't have the same effect, right? Like when big guys, as you were saying earlier,
Yeah.
they like when they mess when they're in the post.
Yeah, we're
there's
used to
dirty
that
stuff that goes
physicality.
all the time.
We're used
you
to
don't
that
even call it out.
physicality. That's real.